Hey everyone, welcome back to the English Learning Podcast. I'm your host, Jason, and today's episode is super exciting because we're talking about something really important for all English learners out there: how to think fast and talk smart.
Hi everyone, I'm Julia, your co-host. It's great to be here.
So, Julia, when we say think fast, what are we really talking about?
Good question. Thinking fast is all about being able to respond quickly and clearly when you're speaking, especially in conversations where you don't have much time to plan what you're going to say.
Exactly. It's like you don't always have the luxury to stop, think for a minute, and then talk, right? Especially in real-world situations like casual conversations, meetings, or even interviews.
Right. And for English learners, this is even more important, because sometimes when you're trying to translate every word in your head before you speak, it slows you down and makes you feel nervous.
Yeah, I've seen that happen a lot. It's like your brain is running a marathon while you're just trying to say a simple sentence.
That's so true. And you know what? People often think, oh, I must speak perfectly. But in real conversations, speed and clarity matter more than perfect grammar.
Absolutely. Think about it when you're ordering food at a restaurant or meeting someone new. You don't need to sound like an English professor. You just need to connect and communicate clearly.
Yes, and fast thinking helps you do that. It helps you stay in the conversation instead of feeling lost or stuck.
And it builds confidence too. The more you can respond naturally, the more you feel like, hey, I can do this.
Exactly. And even native speakers don't speak perfectly all the time. We all make little mistakes. It's really more about flow and connection.
I love that flow and connection. That's the real goal.
And one quick story here: when I was first learning Spanish, I remember being so slow at answering simple questions. Like someone would ask, "How are you?" And I'd pause for 5 seconds thinking, wait, what's the correct way to answer?
I've been there too, learning French. It's such a weird feeling when your brain freezes.
Yeah, but over time, as I stopped worrying about being perfect and focused more on just responding naturally, it got easier and more fun.
That's the key: responding naturally. And that's what today's episode is all about: helping you think faster, talk smarter, and enjoy English conversations more.
Yep. So let's dive into some common challenges that make it hard to think fast and what we can...
All right. So, before we jump into the solutions, let's be real for a second. Thinking fast and talking smart isn't easy for everyone.
Definitely not. Especially for people learning a second language, there are a lot of challenges that can slow you down.
Yeah. One big challenge is fear of making mistakes. When you're scared of saying something wrong, your brain just kind of freezes, right?
Totally. It's like your brain goes, warning, don't speak until everything is perfect. And by the time you figure out the perfect sentence, the moment is gone.
So true. And honestly, even native speakers say, or make grammar mistakes sometimes. It's totally normal.
Exactly. I think it's important to remember that real conversations are messy sometimes, and that's okay.
Another big challenge is overthinking. Have you ever had that moment where you think about what you're going to say, and then you think about how the other person might react, and then you end up saying nothing?
Oh yes, it's like a whole movie is playing in your head instead of just having a simple conversation.
Exactly. Overthinking makes you slower because you're too busy analyzing instead of responding naturally.
And then there's the language barrier itself. When English isn't your first language, it's easy to get stuck searching for the right words or translating from your native language.
Right. And that extra step, translating, slows everything down. It's like trying to drive with the brakes on.
Good example. And sometimes, even if you know the right word, you hesitate because you're not sure if you're pronouncing it right or if the grammar is perfect.
Yep. So you double-check everything in your head. which again makes you slower and more nervous.
I remember once, early on, I was trying to have a quick chat with a tourist from France, and I wanted to say something simple like, "Welcome to our country." But I got so nervous trying to make it sound perfect that I just smiled awkwardly and said nothing.
Oh, that's relatable. I've had moments like that too, especially during language exchanges, where you feel this pressure to show how good you are.
Yeah, the pressure makes it harder to think clearly.
Another small but important challenge is lack of practice. If you don't practice speaking often, your brain isn't used to responding quickly. It's like a muscle you haven't exercised in a while.
Exactly. If you only listen to English but never speak it out loud, it feels much harder when you need to think fast during a real conversation.
Right. So, fear of mistakes, overthinking, language barriers, and lack of speaking practice, these are the big challenges we all face.
But the good news is these challenges can be overcome, and we're going to show you how.
Yep. Next up, we're diving into some simple but powerful techniques to help you think faster and talk smarter.
Stay with us, it's going to be fun.
All right. Now the exciting part, let's talk about how to actually think fast and speak smart. Because yes, it's a skill you can absolutely build.
Yes, and we're going to share some simple techniques that really work, no complicated textbooks or boring grammar drills needed.
Exactly. So, technique number 1, practice. Thinking in English. Instead of translating from your native language into English, try to create thoughts directly in English.
Yes, it can be really simple, like when you're walking outside, just describe what you see in English in your mind. That's a beautiful tree. The weather is nice today. I'm feeling hungry.
I do that too sometimes. It feels silly at first, but over time, your brain gets faster because you're training it to skip the translation step.
Exactly. Your brain gets used to staying in English mode instead of switching back and forth.
All right. Technique number 2. Use simple language. You don't need big fancy words to sound smart. Clear, simple sentences are usually the best.
Yes! A lot of English learners think they need to use complicated words to impress people. But honestly, simple is powerful. It's better to say, "I don't agree," than to try to remember some complicated phrase and get stuck.
Totally. Focus on being clear, not complicated.
Okay, technique number 3. Learn chunks of language. Instead of learning single words, learn groups of words that go together like "nice to meet you" or "can you help me with this?"
That's such a great tip. When you know common phrases, you don't have to build a sentence from scratch every time. You just grab a ready-to-use chunk from your memory.
Exactly. It saves time and makes you sound much more natural.
Technique number 4. Practice with time pressure. This one is fun. Set a timer for 30 seconds and try to talk about a random topic without stopping.
Oh, I love this exercise. You can pick easy topics like my favorite food, a movie I watched recently, or even what I see around me right now.
The goal isn't to be perfect, it's to keep talking. Even if you make mistakes, you're training your brain to think and speak quickly.
Right. It's like working out at the gym. The more you practice with a little bit of pressure, the stronger and faster your speaking muscles get.
Okay. Next one, technique number 5. Use fillers smartly. Words like, "well, you know," "actually," or "let me think" can buy you time when you need a second to organize your thoughts.
Yes, native speakers do this all the time. Like if someone asks, "What's your favorite book?" and you need a moment, you can say, "Well, that's a good question," while you think.
Exactly. Fillers keep the conversation flowing naturally, even if you're pausing.
And our last technique for now, stay relaxed. The more relaxed you are, the easier it is to think quickly.
Yes, stress slows your brain down. If you're nervous, it's harder to find words. But if you stay calm, ideas flow faster.
Take a deep breath, smile, and remember it's just a conversation, not a test.
Exactly. You're not being graded. The goal is to connect, not to be perfect.
So to quickly review: 1. Think in English. 2. Use simple language. 3. Learn chunks. 4. Practice under time pressure. 5. Use fillers. 6. And stay relaxed.
That's your action plan to think fast and talk smart.
And trust us, the more you practice, the more natural it becomes.
Exactly. And speaking of practice in the next part, we're going to share some fun and easy exercises you can do at home to build these skills every day.
It's going to be fun. Don't go anywhere.
All right, so now you know the techniques. But how do you really train yourself to think faster, not just once, but every day?
Yeah, because thinking fast is just like building a muscle. You need to exercise it regularly.
Exactly. So one way to practice fast thinking is what I like to call the 5-second idea game.
Ooh, that sounds interesting. Tell us how it works.
Okay, it's simple. Pick a random topic, like travel or food, and give yourself just 5 seconds to start speaking about it. No long thinking, no planning, just go.
I love that. It forces your brain to move quickly, even if you don't feel ready.
Exactly. And it doesn't matter if it's messy. The goal is speed first, polishing later.
Another fun practice is word association. Someone says a word like apple, and you have to immediately say the first word that comes to your mind, maybe red or fruit or sweet.
Yes, word association is a classic way to train fast connections in your brain. It keeps you sharp and helps you avoid that frozen feeling when speaking.
And here's one more mini story challenge. You pick 3 random words like dog, beach, and happy, and you have 1 minute to make up a mini story using all 3 words.
That's such a good exercise. It's fun, it's silly, and it really gets your brain moving fast in English.
Exactly. And remember, it's okay if your story sounds weird or funny. The point is thinking quickly, connecting ideas, and speaking without fear.
Right? The more you practice exercises like these, the faster and more confident you'll get in real conversations.
And you don't even need a partner. You can practice these by yourself anywhere, anytime.
Absolutely. 5 minutes a day can make a huge difference over time.
So challenge yourself: 5-second ideas, word association, and mini stories. It's fun, and your English brain will thank you.
Coming up next, we're going to share tips on how to stay calm and focused under pressure when you need to think fast in real-life situations.
You don't want to miss it.
All right, now let's talk about something super important: mindset. Because honestly, your thinking speed and speaking skills can only go so far if your mindset isn't helping you.
That's so true. A smart speaker isn't just someone who knows a lot of words, it's someone who believes they can express themselves clearly and confidently.
Exactly. So the first mindset tip: focus on connection, not perfection. When you're speaking, your goal isn't to say every word perfectly, it's to connect with the other person.
Yes, and when you stop worrying about tiny mistakes, you actually sound more natural and confident.
Right. Mindset. Tip number 2. Be comfortable with silence. It's okay to pause for a second to think. You don't have to fill every single moment with words.
Absolutely. Sometimes a short pause makes you sound even smarter because it shows you're thinking carefully before you speak.
Exactly. It's better to pause and give a clear answer than to rush and get lost in your words.
Mindset tip number 3. Talk to yourself positively. If you keep thinking, "I'm bad at English" or "I can't speak fast enough," it becomes true in your mind.
Yes. Instead, say things like, "I'm improving every day," or "It's okay to speak slowly, I'm getting better."
Positive self-talk really helps your brain stay relaxed and confident.
And final mindset tip: celebrate progress, not perfection. Every time you speak English, even if it's not perfect, you're getting stronger.
Exactly. Small wins lead to big success. Every conversation, every attempt, every practice session, it all adds up.
So remember, focus on connection. Be comfortable with silence. Talk positively to yourself and celebrate every step forward.
Mindset is powerful, use it to your advantage.
Coming up next, we're going to wrap things up with a quick summary and a little challenge for all of you listening.
Get ready, it's going to be fun.
All right, before we wrap up, let's quickly talk about something important. How do you actually build fast thinking skills over time? Because honestly, it doesn't happen overnight.
Exactly. Fast thinking is a skill, and like any skill, it needs consistent practice. You have to train your brain a little bit every day.
Right. So, first tip, make it a daily habit. Just like brushing your teeth, practice fast thinking, even if it's for just 5 minutes a day.
You could do a quick word association, a mini story challenge, or even try answering random questions you find online fast and without preparation.
Yes. And second tip, push yourself gently. Don't be too hard on yourself if you get stuck sometimes. Challenge yourself, but keep it fun, not stressful.
Exactly. Learning works better when you're enjoying it, not when you're afraid of making mistakes.
Third tip, track your progress. Every week, notice small wins like speaking a little faster, feeling less nervous, or finding the right words more easily.
Because when you see how much you're improving over time, it motivates you to keep going.
And remember, fast thinking is not about being perfect. It's about being ready, flexible, and confident no matter what happens in the conversation.
That's so important to remember. Building fast thinking is a journey, and every step you take makes you stronger.
Absolutely. Keep practicing, keep smiling, and trust yourself you're better than you think. All right, as we come to the end of today's episode, let's quickly review what we've learned.
We talked about why thinking fast matters, common challenges people face, techniques to think fast and speak smart, how to practice fast thinking every day, and the right mindset for smart speaking.
Exactly. And remember, it's not about being perfect. It's about being ready, calm, and confident when you speak.
Right. And building fast thinking skills is like building a muscle. A little practice every day leads to amazing results over time.
So keep practicing, stay positive, and celebrate your progress. Every conversation is a chance to grow.
And hey, thinking fast doesn't mean rushing. It means trusting yourself and communicating with heart and clarity.
Love that. And to everyone listening, you already have everything you need inside you. It's just a matter of practice and patience.
Exactly. Keep going. You're doing great.
And remember, fast thinking, smart speaking, and confident living, it all starts with believing in yourself. Before we go, if you enjoyed today's episode and found it helpful, make sure to subscribe to our podcast.
Yes, and don't forget to share this episode with your friends or anyone who wants to think fast and speak smart.
Also, we'd love to hear from you. Leave us a comment or a review telling us what tip helped you the most today.
And if you want more practice, check out our other episodes. We've got lots of great tips to help you improve even faster.
All right, that's it for today. Thanks for joining us, and remember, you are smarter and stronger than you think.
See you next time. Keep thinking fast and talking smart.